Hello, everybody, and welcome to a very special edition of the Team Venom Wrestling Podcast. I'm your host, Rory Bailey. This is, I say very special, this is pretty much all that I've been doing for the last couple of months, and that's where I'm going to preview a podcast, wrestling event, and then I'm going to be splicing bits in as the show goes along. So first I'm going to introduce the Elimination Chamber match, not main match, the Elimination Chamber PLE, and run down the match card, say what my predictions are, and this little introduction segment's going to pop with the preview, is going to pop up on YouTube, and then I'm going to do another little segment after every single match, so we can see if I get any of my predictions right, and the whole thing will be released as one full podcast on our usual Thursday slots. I say usual, I know we've let it slip for the last few weeks, but that's because holidays and work and all things like that. So anyway, it's WWE Elimination Chamber 2025. The match card is stacked, and I say stacked. There's only 4 matches, maybe 5 matches that are going to happen, but they're all amazing. And I say maybe 5 because there's graphics going around of LA Knight versus Shinsuke Nakamura for the US Championship happening at the Elimination Chamber, which, if it is, great. I think it'll be a brilliant match. The pair of them get on really well. They have a lot of chemistry. I think, it'll be an awesome match if that happens. And I think if it is going to happen, I think that's going to be when LA Knight gets the title back. So that's prediction number 1 if it happens. One match that I'm really looking forward to is Trish Stratus returning to team with Tiffany Stratton to face Nia Jax and Candice Michelle in a tag match. I think Tiffy and Trish have got to win that because it's the 25th anniversary of Trish Stratus' debut, and that's the whole reason she's having this little comeback, and it's great. It's great to see. Trish is one of the greatest women's wrestlers of all time, so I don't see any reason for her to lose, especially when she's teaming up with the current WWE Women's Champion. And obviously the WrestleMania implications of Tiffy is going off to face Charlotte Flair at WrestleMania, so her losing at the Elimination Chamber wouldn't make sense. So yeah, I think that's going to happen there. The other non-chamber match that's happening is I think it's a no rules, no DQ sort of thing between Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn. They haven't specifically said exactly what type of match it is. I know Adam Pearce did the whole thing of saying that they can't sanction it, and Sami begged him to make the match anyway. So I don't know if it's going to be an unsanctioned street fight type of match, or if it's just going to be a standard one-on-one match. Either way, it's going to be great. Sami and Kevin have tremendous chemistry. I'm looking forward to seeing it. I think Sami will win because I'm going to predict that Randy Orton returns and RKO's Kevin, so that Sami picks up the win and we get Randy Orton versus Kevin Owens at Mania. I think that's what's going to happen. We'll see. And then we've got the 2 Elimination Chambers matches. First is the first one that I'm going to mention is the Women's Elimination Chamber, where it is Alexa Bliss, Liv Morgan, Bianca Belair, Naomi, Bailey, and Roxanne Perez. And I could see any of them winning to face Rhea Ripley. Obviously, Liv has the history. Alexa Bliss has just come back after a massive spell of time off. I think Alexa Bliss would be great to win that. Roxanne Perez is only 23, and her jumping from NXT to this, and then from this to a World Championship match at WrestleMania would be amazing for her career. Bailey, Naomi, and Bianca are all people that could just step straight into the Women's Championship picture as well. So yeah, I think it's either going to be Alexa Bliss or Roxanne Perez, but I could see any of the 6 winning, which is great. And basically the same thing can be said for the men's match, because the men's match is Damian Priest, Logan Paul, Seth Rollins, Drew McIntyre, John Cena, and CM Punk. And you could convincingly make a case for every single one of those guys to win. I'm not going to. Basically, I want to see either Cena or Punk win. That's the 2 that I think it's going to come down to. I'd be happy with either of them going after Cody Rhodes at WrestleMania. And speaking of Cody Rhodes, the other thing that we've got is there's going to be a huge segment between Cody Rhodes and The Rock, where we're going to see if Cody is going to become The Rock's champion and sell his soul to the final boss. I have no predictions for that because no one knows what that entails, but I just know it's going to be great and it's going to be really entertaining. So anyway, that's my preview. I'm going to take there's going to be a little bit of a breather because I'm going to watch the first match, and then I'll be back on it. So